Welcome back to Dad and Daughters Collectibles. Today, I am gonna do a little mixer for you guys. We've got some Topps Update value boxes, which I was planning on skipping, but for 25 bucks, I thought I'd give a couple of shots, see what they're like. I do have some, I'm trying to complete a base set of the Update series, so maybe I'll get some filler there of cards I need. And then I got 3 basketball hangers, which I've been sort of like for $13. I think they're a really good value. I think they're great for the budget collector. And so we're gonna give a few more shots. I mean, and there's like, you could hit some big cards in there. The Diamantes go, I don't know if there's one of the ones, but they at least go to 5. So like, you know, any of the big stars in a red Diamante to 5, or any of the big rookies, and the rookie class is performing really well right now. Those are big cards. Like, they are not like, you know, a $50 card. Like, I would imagine a Cooper Flagg red Diamante is between 500 and 1,000. Might even be more. I've not looked up the price, but that is a good card. And there is a bunch of other stuff you can hit in them as well. So I do think for $13, you got a chance at big hits. You have a chance at just, you know, making 5 to 10 bucks of your 13 back with just 1 or 2 of the good rookies in insert. And there's big hit potential. So I'm going to do, let's do the, I've done more basketball. So let's start with the basketball first. And then we'll close with the baseball, because I've not done that yet. So that'll be new to me. Kind of know what to expect here. I have a few more shorts of these that'll be coming out. I know they're not everybody's favorites. But again, for a $13 rip, really, you can do much worse. Honestly, I think, again, 2 of these versus a single value box is actually a better deal than 1 value box. So let's see how we do today. Maybe we will get lucky. All right, so we're going to have a big old stack of base here. And then, oh, we do have a nice, I know we have at least an insert parallel there, so that's a good start. Saraf, so we got some rookies to start with. We do got the legends. Again, there's an Edgecombe rookie, so again, a good rookie class. I'm considering doing a show to sell in 2026. If I do that, I'll vlog that. But I mean, I have a lot of, like, I've been to a couple of shows now, and when I go to them and I go through dollar bins, they are, I don't know, I think there's a lot of cards in there that are not $1. And I got a bunch of stuff that if I were going through, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. And if I were looking for that player or that team, I think would do well with just, you know, a couple 3,000 count dollar bins. So I'm considering doing that here in 26, and we'll see if we actually get around to it. Time, of course, is the biggest factor. So, all right, we've got a Kyle Kuzma. This is going to be a rainbow foil. We do have a parallel here. This is a Paulo bench. We got a whole bunch. Are these? There's a bunch. These are like all parallels. Oh my. What is going on here? Okay, so we got a Paulo Benchero. This is not the base. This is a parallel. I believe this is a parallel. I think these are all, and there's 2 Cooper Flaggs. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is a, I don't want to say it's an error box, but I'm pretty sure these are all parallels. These are all rainbow foils. So I guess it's either an error box or just something they do occasionally. But this is not what the Generation Nows do not have this foil on them. They are a paper card. So the 8-Bit Ballers Garnett, and then the Clutch City of Cooper Flagg as well in what I believe is the rainbow foil. They're not numbered, but unreal. Look at that. Not bad. I'm sure, I'm guessing these are 10 to 20 bucks, but I mean, again, for a single hanger, that's crazy. We got the Gobert, and then the Golden State Diamante, and a Hartenson on the throwback. So that, I'm gonna just leave those up just to make sure I don't scratch them, but I've opened enough at this point that, I don't know if I have one sitting around, that these Generation Nows are, I know what the 8-Bit Ballers look like, and they do not look like that. And I'm pretty sure these Clutch Cities, I'm pretty sure these are rainbow foils. And to get 2 Cooper Flaggs in the same box is crazy. So we got lucky on that one. Again, you're not talking the big, like, to 5 Diamantes or anything, but that's a nice little box there. I mean, you'd be happy with that every time. Very cool. All right, let's get into second hanger here. Are these Look at this. This is there's something going on. I'm gonna see. Do I have anything quick and handy? I would really love to show you guys what the bases look like because, like I said, I'm pretty sure these are not. Let me hold on, hold tight. I'm still on. Here we go. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I have a Generation Now and an 8-bit Ballers of VJ Edgecomb. So you will see the comparison here. Here are the base. Here are two regulars. No shine, no foil. These are just base. Here is the Flagg Generation Now. Clearly that is a different card. I do not have a Clutch City, but here is an 8-bit Baller of Banchero and Edgecomb. Again, you can clearly see this is a foil. So this next one I just opened has this as well. I mean, I should almost go back and just buy the rest of these if this is how they are. Okay, let's go through here first. Either that or I just hit a couple lucky ones. We'll see. Very kind of exciting to actually have that be on the lucky side for them. There's the base Flagg. Derek Queen. Again, a lot of guys are getting minutes. A lot of guys are putting up double-digit point totals on a regular basis out of this rookie class. It is super disappointing that Topps released Chrome Basketball at the price they did. The hobby box with one auto was $379 and a jumbo was $699.99, and I had $400. I was ready to buy something, and when my option was one hobby box, I was just like, I can't do it. I just can't pull the trigger at that price. Like, I can get not only for content, but like you're more likely to get just a, here is a speckle. It's not that's different too. That's not a rainbow foil, so that's a nice parallel. And here we go again. These are all parallels. That's another Flagg parallel. Unbelievable. Will Riley, another Banchero. So this is some sort of error run. And if the third one is like this is a goofy picture. Okay, all right, I'm not making fun of him, but he almost looks cartoonish the way his body is spun and his leg is up. That is an odd picture of Noah Asenge. So there's the Flagg power players in the parallel as well. So that's the third Flagg parallel in two of these. If this next one has, gosh, I mean, should I do I run back and just get the rest of them? That's crazy. Okay. All right. So those are all parallels. No big names in those. These should be our Diamantes, another Banchero, a Reed Shepherd, and our 45th anniversary Devin Carter. Okay. All right. So if we see that same speckling here, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's about a 40-minute drive for me to go back there and get them. But, I mean, if you're pulling parallels out like that, maybe I got to do some price point comparison. It does look, there they are. I mean, that's them again. So all three have all rainbow foils in them. All right. Some decisions to make here and see if I want to spend part of my day going back out there. I'll probably go back out there and none of them will be like, maybe I just got the 3 lucky ones. I do not know. I have to imagine that for going 3 for 3 is indicative that that whole case is like this because of some sort of printing error. Okay, we had the LeBron in there. All right, here we go. So non-numbered cards. So this is just going to be some sort of base rainbow foil. Jalen Williams. We've got Siakam on the power players. Anthony Davis on the 8-bit ballers. Jaconius on the rookie generation now, rainbow. The Trae Young. So a lot of veterans here in this one, but again, the flags are coming with it. We are not complaining at all. And then here are our Diamantes. So, all right. So out of there, we got 3 Cooper Flagg parallels, 2 in one in another. I don't know what the value of these. My guess is these are in the 10 to 20 range, which again is going to, you know, if I can grade any of these too, even better. So I got options here. So those were, do not expect that. If you see this and like, oh, I'm going to run out and get some, I guess what to know is there are error boxes out there where you just get all parallels. And if you hit one, chances are there's more in that case that are the same. Now I gotta, like I said, I gotta kind of make up my mind. Oh, look at this, the way these are stacked in there. Hopefully nothing's smashed or damaged. Make up my mind if I'm gonna see if I can go back out and get some more or not. and test the theory. Although, again, if you're just getting rainbow foils, not that rainbow foils are bad, getting 3 flags probably means the options on the rest of them of getting flags are lower, but whatever. That was awesome and fun. All right, let's get into some update. I have not actually watched anyone open any of this yet, so I have no idea. Usually Topps flagship retail is pretty rough. Honestly, from what I've seen in the past, the hangers have been the best. Here is a gold to get us started, though, a Christian Vasquez to 2025, so that's not bad. A Freddie Freeman All-Star and a Spencer Torkelson Stars of the MLB. So what I've seen in the past, though, is that these value boxes and mega boxes have been pretty rough. So this is going to be part of the value box. So this is some sort of orange. Not sure what that parallel is called, but that is you get a couple of those per value box. And those are nice. You can get your nice rookies in there. Don't mind them. Don't even mind the look of them. I got a Blake Snell, 1990, and Matt Chapman. But those are going to be kind of your standard low value parallel, which is totally fine. Obviously, most people are looking for some of the bigger hits, though, and that's what really going to set you apart on if you do well in these or not. Looking for like your Nick Kurtz's in those. So we got a Soto Stars of the MLB and hollow foil or rainbow foil of Morton. 25 bucks. Again, if you're budget shopping in the hobby, these aren't, it's hard to say no to like a $25 product. It's just, there's just not a lot of stuff that's 25 bucks. There's a Bryce Harper on that orange parallel. We got an MVP Willie Mays. We got a Cal Raleigh All-Star, which is nice, and a Kyle Schwarber. It's a Durbin rookie debut. That's a PC card for us. Oliver Dunn. There's the Durbin base rookie, so a Durbin pack for us. Matt Shaw Stars of the MLB. Packing up my nephews are Brewers fans, and so I usually save my Brewers base for them and some of my lower end parallels. Here is a pump. So this one's different, like a pumpkins. So you've got and again, I have no idea. I've not looked up the odds on these. So the first two I got were this sort of orange stripe pattern here. And then here is a pumpkins parallel, like spooky pumpkins of Brett Beatty. I don't think, again, these are numbered, but likely shorter print. Pete Crow Armstrong on the 1990, and a Pete Crow Armstrong on the Stars of the MLB. All right, last pack of this box. We got one more value box after this. And then we are done, but we have already done. Oh, here's a pink. These are definitely tougher pulls. I know in the past these have been print runs of around 500, so that is a nice little pull. Buxton and Alden Rushing. So really not bad for a single value box. Again, for 25 bucks. Did I get $25 worth of cards or a big card? No. But we did get one numbered card of 2025. And some other nice parallels. Again, if you're somebody who maybe does a show a year or something. I'm in the Wisconsin area, so again, I don't know. This is an All-Star Game Byron Buxton. Is this a dollar card? Probably not, but I could put this in a bin of like 10 for $5, and somebody who's a Twins fan might want that. This pink might go in a dollar box. The Pete Crow Armstrongs, there's plenty of Cubs fans around the Wisconsin area. Those probably are buck cards for us in a dollar bin. Again, I don't know the rarity of some of these, but you can throw these in a 50 cent or a dollar bin, and somebody coming through, especially a kid who's just looking to get some cards, you feel good about that price. You don't feel like you're ripping anyone off. And again, there are collectors on every single budget out there who are just thrilled to pick up a card like that, right? There's a Nick Kurtz base. Here's another one of 2025 right in that first pack. We've got Solano. So I guess that's decent. We'll take it. A couple of numbered cards. Here's a glitter foil, Meyer, and a Rosarina. So 4 parallels in that pack. Here's going to be one of our oranges, and we've got, that's your base orange. Would have been nice to get a Kurtz like that. Look, I do like the way that one looks, particularly with the green. I don't know why. It just happens to look sharp to me. It's not necessarily complementary colors or anything, but I just happen to like it. Chandler Simpson and Cam Smith. All right. Going to get a lot of your good rookies. I know those MLB debuts aren't as desirable, but they are in there. Again, that's collectors of all different budgets, ages, etc. Here is Shohei and Sasaki on the veteran combo parallel. So that one's a nice one. Any Shohei parallel is going to be a nice one. There's a Pujols MVP. And then we've got Chapman and Riley Green on the All-Star game. Coming down to the end here, hope you've enjoyed. If you've got this far, feel free to give us a like and subscribe if you like what you saw and want to see more of this kind of stuff. We do all kinds of sports. Sometimes it's just me. The girls are getting busier this fall, and so they're a little less available, but they are on our videos, my videos, from time to time. Soto and Carson Kelly. But yeah, we do baseball, basketball, football, WNBA, and every once in a while a little bit of variety. So here's a Dalton Rushing rookie. Okay, so that pumpkin, Spooky Pumpkins one was definitely more rare. I just don't know how rare, so we'll have to look that one up. Mackenzie Gore on the 1990 and Schwarber on Stars of the MLB. All right, last pack. See if we can get one more parallel in here. I'm sure relics and autos are pretty tough to pull out of here, but that's okay. You know, if you're buying retail, you're typically not necessarily looking for that stuff. Here's another pink. So we did one pink per box. So if that's the case, they are a little less rare. Here's an All-Star Bobby Witts and a Matt Shaw rookie, Stars of the MLB. So not a bad haul for a couple for $50 value box. Again, you get, let's see, I had that all there. So a couple numbered cards, no big names. You know, again, you pull a Kurtz, you pull a Cam Smith. That's probably a $5 to $10 card in the number to 2025. I know sometimes people scoff at the serialization of these golds in the flagship, but what I really like is it creates a one parallel that is very high numbered, and set collectors can go after it and have a little bit of a premium set. As soon as you get to the 300s, the 200s, the 150s, getting a whole set costs a lot of money. Takes a lot of time. Chasing down these golds isn't too hard because of how many there are, and I'm guessing right now on eBay you could go out and buy, you could complete the set if you want. You could also, again, rip a bunch and then just buy what you need. So I just like that there's a parallel like that. So here's just, you got a pink there. I guess some of these oranges, again, I'll kind of look those up. I do think this is probably going to end up being a decent little card. Like that would have been cool to be a Kurtz. And then what I think is going to be the rarest one is this, whatever this Pumpkins is. And again, didn't get a big name here, but hey, we'll take, we were in the ballpark, had a shot at a big card there, or a decently big card, and then there's the rest. And of course, coming back to the beginning, whatever's going on with these these tops hangers, we hit every single insert as a parallel. Coming back here, all of these ended up being parallels. What's even a little bit more weird is there are a lot of rookies in the power players, the 8-bit ballers, etc. But we got all veterans. So all of these are veterans. I would have expected this to be maybe a third or 25% rookies. The Generation Nows are all rookies, so these are all rainbow foils, which is great. Again, these are, you know, who knows, $2 to $4 each, something like that. But what really was crazy is we hit 3 Cooper Flagg rainbow parallels in those inserts. So we didn't get a lot of rookies, but we got the best rookie in all of them. So I'm going to have to look these over. Maybe we have some parallels that we could grade here of Mr. Cooper Flagg, because I've not had a chance to grade anything in a while. I love grading, and my cards I've been opening lately have all just been every card that would be worth grading has just not been up to snuff. It's just they're not tens. So maybe, just maybe, we have a shot at a Cooper Flagg parallel that we could gem up, which would be amazing. So we'll check those out. But I got to make up my mind after this video if I'm going to run out and grab some more of these, because I went 3 for 3 on these. I highly doubt those were the 3 random ones I grabbed that had all parallels as the inserts. It's very likely a mistake for that whole case. And if that's the case, no pun intended, seems like it'd be worth grabbing them, because there may be about 10 left. So we'll see if I do that today or if I'm going to save up. So fun rip, cool stuff. Got a little lucky, which we'll always take. If you made it again this far, please consider giving us a like and subscribe. We'd love to have you around going forward. And remember, girls are collectors too.